If you're thinking about moving to North Idaho, well, grab your popcorn. This is going to be one of the most extensive overviews of the top 8 trendiest neighborhoods in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So in this video, we're actually going to be taking you around town. We're going to start in Google Maps and give you an overview of kind of how proximate things are to the neighborhoods and homes in Coeur d'Alene. Then we're going to give you a brief description about the neighborhood. Then we're going to jump in the car and take you around and show you some of the homes and streets so you can get a feel for what it's like, boots on the ground, in some of these trendy neighborhoods in Coeur d'Alene. We put a lot of time and effort into it, so we hope you enjoy it, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is about moving to Spokane or North Idaho and the surrounding areas, then subscribe below, give us a like if you like the video, tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to get updated on anything new for the Spokane and North Idaho market. My name's Kirk, and I'm here with my partner Greg and the rest of the team. We get calls and emails from people just like you, and you each day, and we love helping them make that smooth move to Spokane or North Idaho. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Better yet, hit that Zoom link button there and we can set up a face-to-face to get to know you a little bit better and dial in what you're looking for in a home. As I mentioned today, we're going to cover the top 8 trendiest neighborhoods in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's going to be a little bit longer video, but we've got a lot of helpful information that can help with making that smooth move to Spokane or North Idaho. Let's go ahead and jump in my computer right now and we're going to get started right now. Okay, welcome to my computer. We are here, as you can see, I've got Coeur d'Alene, City of Coeur d'Alene outlined here, and we're going to do a, as I said, an overview of some of the trendier neighborhoods located in Coeur d'Alene. As far as things to consider when making a move to Coeur d'Alene, you've got commute-wise here, you got the airport just over here, Fairchild Air Force Base, so you're good, I'd say 45 minutes commute to the airport if you're living in Coeur d'Alene. I-90, not a bad commute from Spokane, starts to get congested, of course, as you get into Spokane during peak traffic hours and things, but overall not too bad if you're coming from areas like California and Oregon, Seattle, where traffic is long and lengthy. 95 here, you got 95, which is kind of the main highway that you would take to Canada. Fairly congested from Coeur d'Alene to Hayden, and then they've done a bunch of expansion along here up to Sandpoint, and it's actually quite nice. It's all finished there. Lots of good on and off ramp points to get there as you go. Basically, you can go up Ponderay Lake here, you got Sandpoint, and then off to the Canadian border there, so not too far. As far as notable things here, you've got one of my favorite places to eat in Coeur d'Alene is the Wolf Lodge Steakhouse, which is over here just north of Beauty Bay. And then as you head east, you head over to, we've got 3 ski resorts that are all fairly close within that hour-ish range. You've got over here in Kellogg, you got Silver Mountain, and you keep going at the Idaho-Montana border, you got 49 degrees north, and then as you come north here up into Sandpoint, you've got Schweitzer, one of the larger ski resorts in the area. So nice to have those close. You got several others in Spokane to recreate at as well. As far as lakes and things, obviously you got Coeur d'Alene Lake, which is huge. You know, it comes all the way down here to St. Mary's and Harrison. You know, really hard to describe how big it is to get here and kind of get eyes on it, but lots of waterfront there. And then of course, just about every direction, you've got other lakes to consider to recreate on too, which is again, one of the big draws to living in this area. You got right here, you got Hayden Lake, and then you've got Fernan Lake just east of Coeur d'Alene right in here, super close. And then you got Hauser, Newman, Spirit Lake, all the way heading north. So a lot of lakes around, freshwater lakes to boat in and kayak and fish, do all those fun things. as far as the shopping and things for the Coeur d'Alene area, everything is kind of, you've got the downtown district, of course, in Coeur d'Alene here. A lot of shopping and trendy restaurants. We're going to go over that on our first neighborhood here, but the rest of the shopping kind of falls along 95 all the way up into Hayden. You got all your major stores, Target, Black Sheep Outdoor stuff. You got Coeur d'Alene High School, all the car dealerships, Costco, Texas Roadhouse. You know, everything is just kind of along this corridor, Red Lobster, car wash, etc. So other notables that make Coeur d'Alene famous that are close by: the Coeur d'Alene golf course, which is just over here. Right here is the Coeur d'Alene golf course and the famous floating green. So other thing, lots of condo complexes in Coeur d'Alene too. So right now, our first trendiest neighborhood we wanted to go over was downtown Coeur d'Alene, and basically made up of 3 different neighborhoods that we want to kind of highlight here as you come into Coeur d'Alene. And basically you got the Fort Grounds, the Garden District, and then Sanders Beach for your kind of trendy north or downtown neighborhoods. And I'll kind of show you here. So you got Fort Grounds area is kind of everything right in here south of North Idaho College. Picks up a lot of older neighborhoods with 100-year-old homes that have been remodeled, big houses. Then you've got some new homes that have been brand new built on some of the leftover lots, and a lot of them border this waterfront edge as you come into downtown. The Garden District is kind of this area here, known for the older period homes, big houses, big mansions, craftsman style homes. And then of course you get random lots in here that people have built newer homes, brand new homes on, all throughout the Garden District. But definitely worth a drive just to see some of the cool houses, to take a look there if you're into those older homes, older period homes. And then lastly there you've got, I'm trying to erase this, you've got Sanders Beach, which is down here. It's got its own private beach, but this is kind of the Sanders Beach area here. You got your border up to the golf course and then all the way down to the beach. But again, high-end homes. You got a few little condo complexes that come into play there next to the library. But overall, really clean, neat. Everything's taken care of in all 3 of these areas. And then you know, again, all close to the downtown life. Some other mentionables here, you've got Tubbs Hill, which if you come down through McEwen's Park, there's the access right here. But basically, you got kind of steep rock faces here that a lot of people like to cliff jump, swim, but you can take the hike all the way to the peak here of Tubbs Hill, or excuse me, to the end of the point here. Great beach area to picnic and have lunch with the family, but you can continue on, and there's a trail that kind of meanders around to the top of Tubbs Hill. Good workout, good place to walk your dogs and things. And then, of course, you've got McEwen Park here, which is kind of the center of town. Big draw for concerts. There's a nice concert venue here, amphitheater type setup. And then you've got the library, you've got an awesome dog park, some basketball courts. Lots of fun stuff to do downtown Coeur d'Alene, especially in the summer there, that people love to take advantage of. As far as access points to the lake, you know, no shortage there. You've got, of course, the main marina here, downtown Coeur d'Alene, that the resort owns there, and then you've got access points all over the lake for launching your boat. Higgins Point, you got one over here by Beauty Bay. Just all around the lake, basically, to launch those boats and take advantage of those nice days on Coeur d'Alene. And if you're looking, you know, it can get a little crowded boat traffic wise, but that's why you've got all these other options too, for some of the smaller lakes to take advantage of as well. As we said, downtown Coeur d'Alene, you get a real mix of homes, 50s, 60s, early 1900 new homes, with the with the traffic from tourists, you get a lot of people doing Airbnbs and VRBOs. You want to make sure they're permitted when you're buying that. They're really cracking down to make sure that those accessory dwellings are permitted, and we can definitely help you out navigating that if you're looking for investment properties for that. So anyway, that's kind of a recap on the city center of Coeur d'Alene. We're going to hop in the car right now and drive you around, show you some of the sights to see there and give you a feel for what it's like in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Let's start with Fort Grounds. It's one of Coeur d'Alene's oldest neighborhoods. For centuries, it was known as Yapakina, the gathering place by the Coeur d'Alene tribe. It's also referred to as Sherman. The Fort Grounds area is located west of downtown and the city park. The location is ideal as only a short walk to North Idaho College, the Coeur d'Alene Public Beach, and the downtown area. As far as real estate in the Fort Grounds area, you'll find homes ranging in size, age, and character in the Fort Grounds neighborhood. Prices range from $500,000 all the way up to $2 million. It is among the most costly areas in town in terms of square feet. Many of the homes are craftsman style. There are a few traditional and most recently more modern style. It's eclectic as there are no design or architectural limits in the neighborhood. Moving off the waterfront, there is also the Garden District. A lot of homes were built in the early to mid 1900s. The homes in the Garden Districts are a mix of Craftsman, Tudor, and Victorian style homes. There are also a few newer homes that have been built over the past few years. The Garden District is quiet, tree-lined streets. The area is still appealing to young families and first-time home buyers thanks to the resurgence in old homes, fresh development, and new homeowners. You'll find shared harvests, a community garden. The Garden District has mostly smaller sized homes with a few larger ones. Proximity is great. Being on the south side of I-90, it's close to downtown, the lakes, and the beaches. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the tour of downtown Coeur d'Alene. We're now over here at our second trendiest neighborhood, which is Coeur d'Alene Place. And kind of get some outlying boundaries here. Coeur d'Alene Place is essentially kind of south of Prairie. Going to come all the way over here to Ramsey, drop all the way down here south of Bluegrass Park, and then kind of angle up here. Everything east of Atlas is Coeur d'Alene Place. Wanted to feature this neighborhood as we get a lot of requests from clients to look for homes in this area. It's, as far as commute wise and things, kind of same like downtown city of Coeur d'Alene, looking at 40-45 minutes if you're having to go downtown or airport area. Everything else is pretty easy access to Post Falls, state line there. Not too bad at all, but Coeur d'Alene Place, and these are not the boundaries here, I just kind of rough sketched what they are, is one of those master plan communities, meaning they did sidewalks, they put churches intermixed in there, you got several parks, large parks that help kind of break up, that track home feel. Really don't have that as you come in here because just the way they developed it. Everything's clean and nice, and HOAs really take care of the common areas and things. And great, definitely a neighborhood you want to consider in your home search if you're looking to be closer to Coeur d'Alene. Greenstone is one of the main builders in there that is doing some of their homes. A lot of their homes are built Energy Star green efficient, so definitely something to look at. A little bit tighter built homes if you're looking to save on utility bills. One of the other builders is Aspen Homes too, which is another large builder in Spokane that's also doing some nice projects in this neighborhood as well. As far as mentionables in this neighborhood, super close to one of the two high schools there in Coeur d'Alene, Lake City High School, home of the Timberwolves. And that's just right here east of the homes and neighborhood. You've got some apartments in there as well, kind of in this vicinity. If you need some temporary housing while maybe a house is being built or while you're looking. You get a good mix in there. They've got a little gated community section, which I think is kind of right in here. And then you got some townhomes, you got some condo stuff. Just a really good mix in Coeur d'Alene Place. As you come south of Coeur d'Alene Place, one of the things we wanted to talk about is you've got the golf course, and then next to that you've got Ramsey Park, which is a softball field complex if you're into softball for adults. That is nice. They start up in the spring and go summer and fall. And then one of the neat workout centers here, fitness facilities, is the Croc Center, and they've got a full-size pool in there and a nice gym setup that's close by to take advantage of some of the facilities there. So again, if you're looking for kind of a newer neighborhood, laid out nice, planned, not just all homes, got a good mix of things, you'll want to put Coeur d'Alene Place on your to go out and look list there. We're going to hop in the car now and drive you through some of those homes and parks in Coeur d'Alene Place to give you a feel for what that neighborhood looks like. Coeur d'Alene Northwest. Coeur d'Alene Northwest median real estate price is $572,079, which is more expensive than 84.4% of the neighborhoods in Idaho and 78.6% of the neighborhoods in the U.S. The average rental price in Coeur d'Alene Northwest is currently $2,855 based on the Neighborhood Scouts exclusive analysis. The average rental cost in this neighborhood is higher than 94.2% of the neighborhoods in Idaho. Coeur d'Alene Northwest is a suburban neighborhood based on population density located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Coeur d'Alene Northwest real estate is primarily made up of medium-sized 3 to 4 bedrooms to large 4 or 5 bedroom single-family homes and mobile homes. Most of the residential real estate is owner-occupied. Many of the residents in the Coeur d'Alene Northwest neighborhood are newer, built in 2000 or more. A number of residences were also built between 1970 and 1999. In Coeur d'Alene Northwest, the current vacancy rate is 0, which is lower rate of vacancies than 100% of all neighborhoods in the U.S. This means that the housing supply in Coeur d'Alene Northwest is very tight compared to the demand for property here. In Coeur d'Alene Northwest, one of the really interesting characteristics about it is that according to Neighborhood Scouts exclusive research, it's an excellent choice in which to reside for college students. Due to its popularity among college students who already choose to live here, its walkability, and its above average safety for crime, the neighborhood is ideal for prospective or already enrolled college students. Between semesters and during school breaks, you'll notice that the excitement here fluctuates with the college seasons. Despite the excitement, however, parents of college-age children can rest easy knowing that this neighborhood has an above-average safety rating. For each of these reasons, the neighborhood is rated among the top 4.6% of college-friendly places to live in the state of Idaho. Welcome back. We are going to head south now to our third trendiest neighborhood, which is Riverstone. And I've got it pulled up on the map here. And basically Riverstone is kind of this area south of I-90, comes down over here, picks up some new construction going on here for some waterfront homes, hugs the river and kind of picks up a bunch of businesses and then everything west of Northwest Boulevard. So that's kind of where it's at, just north of, kind of zoom out here, just north of the Coeur d'Alene Resort and the lake, so super close. One of the nice things about Riverstone area is it's got some condos that are right downtown, so if you're working downtown, super easy commute, and then it's just really close to everything that you could enjoy for downtown district Coeur d'Alene, and then it's kind of got all its own shops and a mini mall here. Kind of zoom in, but basically you've got a lot of the housing over here, and then you've got the village at Riverstone, which is that condo complex, one of the condo complexes we mentioned, and then you've got the Regal Cinemas, all the different restaurants. You've got Red Robin here as well, and then you've got a bunch of shopping here in the village of Riverstone Mall there. And then they've got a really nice park setup here that they've done that features nice little walking trail that goes around the man-made lake there, the Riverstone Park Amphitheater. Other things to consider is access to the water. Spokane River is just right there. A lot of easy access points there. And like I said, a lot of the housing, they've got a condo complex down here close to the river, and then you've got some kind of almost look like townhomes that come along and border the river here as well. That all newer built stuff. Again, getting pretty pricey because you're close to the river. But definitely something to consider if you're wanting that kind of downtown life, close to everything, but yet can still recreate and things just being proximate to the river. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take you through each of these streets so you can kind of see some of the homes, some of the new construction going on. You can see some of the shopping as well. It'll give you a really good ground eye view there of what Riverstone looks like. So we'll see you in a minute. Riverstone is a newer community located just south of downtown Coeur d'Alene. It's a great place to live with plenty of things to do and close to everything else that the city has to offer. The village at Riverstone is basically its own downtown. The village has its own downtown area, which is home to a variety of businesses and restaurants and shopping. There's also a Regal movie theater. The area is also home to a number of parks, which offer a variety of recreational opportunities, including events at the amphitheater. And don't forget about the Spokane River Walk. The Centennial Trail is also proximate location to Riverstone. There are a number of different communities inside the Riverstone neighborhood as far as real estate goes, and it's a mix of single family, townhouses, condos, and luxury waterfront. The Riverstone condos are a part of the mixed-use development at the center of Riverstone, built in 2008, consisting of retail on the main street and 2 stories of condominiums living above. There are 2 or 3 bedroom units, 2 to 2.5 bathroom, ranging in square feet from 1,144 square feet to 2,035 square feet. There are heated and secure garages for the residents as well. Okay, we are heading west now from Coeur d'Alene to western Coeur d'Alene, almost on the border of, pretty much on the border there of Post Falls, and we're heading towards Mill River, which is a little community here down by the Spokane River. Used to be all kind of a logging equipment set up where they would run the logs down the river, kind of this whole section, but pretty much everything's being developed and housing complex being put in, and it's totally changed the last 20-30 years. As far as location here, like I said, we are got Post Falls real close here. This is all Post Falls, and then you got Coeur d'Alene over here. And as far as commuting, if you're heading west, kind of the same route, you'll head in through Liberty Lake, Spokane Valley, and then down into Spokane if you're living in Mill River. One of the features of Mill River is they've got, again, a good mix of housing that they've done in there. You've got the condos at Mill River, the residents at Mill River, and then you've got stick-built homes and waterfront homes all along the river here to consider if you're trying to stay close to water. Another neat thing about some of the homes in here, just north of the Johnson Mill River Park, are all the homes kind of in this section here. They've got, a lot of them have detached garages where they've built separate ADU living facilities for maybe one of the kids, or if you've got older parents, or maybe in a VRBO setup. But a lot of these homes in here are built like that, and they're quite large for that extra living space. And then the other kind of keynote feature here in Mill River is the Johnson Mill River Park, which is public access here, and they got lots of nice parking along here, but really good access to the Spokane River. And they've got a dock and a nice beach and swim area. For those that own property in Mill River, there's a private clubhouse just set right in here that's got a large beach volleyball court, and then of course private access for the community members only to access the beach and take advantage of swimming and boating in the river right there if you don't have your own private dock. So one of the nice benefits of kind of that lake life, but not having to own lakefront property if you've got homes or part of the condos here in Mill River. Another mentionable here is Frontier Ice Arena is not too far as well. If you're looking to ice skate, or some of the hockey clubs practice there, that's not too far here. Let me pull it up here so you can see in relation to Mill River, just right here, Frontier Ice Arena. Definitely something to visit and have some fun. And then also Mill River is a good kind of layover spot if you're, one of the fun things we like to do is launch here at Post Falls at the Camelin Park launch, and then hop in the boat and kind of head up the river. You can see all the nice homes along the river. Good place to lay over and rest is Mill River. Take a break before you head in on the Spokane River on the approach into Coeur d'Alene, and you can hit up all the places to eat. You've got the Cedars restaurant, floating restaurant, which is kind of a neat restaurant over here. That's a great place to eat. And then of course you could pull into the Coeur d'Alene Resort and take advantage of the restaurants there. If your budget is waterfront budget and you're able to land a rare, more rare than common lot, they're getting pretty much close to gone along the Spokane River. Definitely want to snag it, but very expensive. Again, most of the homes along the river here, including Mill River, getting pretty pricey, but definitely one of the trendier neighborhoods we wanted to feature. So without further ado, let's get in the car here, take you around. We'll show you the beach and the community access there, and so you can get a feel for what it's like. Mill River median real estate price is $540,330, which is more expensive than 79.9% of the neighborhoods in Idaho and 76.4% of the neighborhoods in the U.S. The average rental price in Mill River is $2,152 based on Neighborhood Scout exclusive analysis. The average rental cost in this neighborhood is higher than 75.2% of the neighborhoods in Idaho Mill River is a suburban neighborhood located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Mill River real estate is primarily made up of medium-sized 3 or 4 bedroom to small studio 2 to 2 bedroom single-family homes and apartment complexes. Most of the residential real estate is owner-occupied. Many of the residents in the Mill River neighborhood are established but not old, having been built between 1970 and 1999. A number of residences were also built between 2000 and the present. Mill River has a 10.7% vacancy rate, which is well above the average compared to the U.S. neighborhoods. A relative large percentage of housing is here is seasonally occupied at 6.8%, which can occur in some markets dominated by college or vacation homes. If you live here year-round, you'll find many of the homes or apartments are empty for all or a portion of the year. In the Mill River neighborhood, 34.5% of the working population is employed in executive management and professional occupants. The second most important occupational group in the neighborhood is sales and service jobs, from major sales accounts to working in fast food restaurants, which is 31.9% of the residents employed. Even if your neighborhood is walkable, you still may have to drive to your place of work. Some neighborhoods are located where many can get to work in just a few minutes, while others are located such that most residents have a long and arduous commute. The greatest number of commuters in Mill River neighborhood spend under 15 minutes commuting one way to work, one of the shortest commutes across America. Here, most residents drive alone in the private automobile to get to work. In a neighborhood like this, as in most of the nation, many residents find owning a car useful for getting to work. All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed Mill River. We're heading the opposite direction, eastbound now, and we are going to land here in the Fernan Lake area, which is our other trendy neighborhood we wanted to feature. And kind of get your bearings here. You've got Coeur d'Alene downtown here. You got the northern part of the lake, Dalton Gardens here, Hayden up here. And then again, probably look a little bit longer, knocking on an hour to get to downtown Spokane or the airport. But super easy access though, because the access is just right here on I-90 if you live in Fernan Lake. Fernan Lake's kind of known for its great fishing opportunities, pretty good sized lake. You got access, you got a launch over here in Fernan Lake just down here, which we're going to feature in the drive-by video. Not a great lake for like tubing and boating. It gets pretty heavy in the seaweed and milfoil, and you got to be real careful with pets and things on some of the lakes when they get hotter. But Fernan Lake, not a great spot for doing that. More for fishing is where you're going to see people recreating over there. But does have some great opportunities for real estate, as far as homes and views and waterfront as well to consider if you're looking for a waterfront home or a lake view home but don't want to pay Coeur d'Alene Lake prices. Like I said, it's a pretty big lake, 423 acres, and most of the land here is going state land. I'll kind of zoom out, you can kind of see, but not much for housing. Going to be really mountainous. Feeds over into the Coeur d'Alene River, popular fishing spot that we'll talk about here. But essentially in Fernan Lake, you've got the ranger station as you come drive in here, accessing, which is right there, I believe, as you access the Fernan Sherman Drive. That takes you right into the Fernan Lake Village, which is all the homes that are set up along here. You got some nice homes on Lakeview Drive and Fernan that are waterfront. And then most of the flatter lots are down here in kind of the lower valley of Fernan Lake. And then as you come around, you got Fernan Lake Hill, which basically sits up on top of the hill here that overlooks everything coming down into, you can see Coeur d'Alene Lake. Definitely some nice views of Fernan Lake that all these homes up here on Fernan Hill Drive have pretty awesome views. The downside is they're steep lots, so you're going to get a lot of toot ranchers with full basements. I'm just always scared when I look at those homes. Seems like they'll fall off the cliff, but they're well built, engineered nice, engineered right, and have been there a long time. A lot of them are 60s, 70s built homes, and definitely something to consider. As you go north, start to get into some acreage type properties, but definitely a road you want to drive if you're looking for a view in your home. As I said earlier, one of the nice things if you live in Fernan is you got access to the state land if you stay on the road here, and get you into kind of basically the river basin mountainous area where the little North Fork of the Spokane River goes, feeds into and comes down and feeds Coeur d'Alene Lake. So you got world-renowned trout fishing for cutthroats, fly fishing, all here in the Coeur d'Alene National Forest. So nice, easy access if you live that direction. Okay, I think that's all we wanted to discuss here with Fernan Lake. But again, if you're a fisherman or just want to be close to the water without those waterfront prices that you experience on Coeur d'Alene, definitely one you're going to want to consider. Fernan Lake. Fernan Lake Village is one of the best neighborhoods in Coeur d'Alene, but not technically Coeur d'Alene. It's a great place to live with plenty of things to do and close to everything. Fernan Lake Village is a beautiful neighborhood located on the east side of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The neighborhood sits on the shores of Fernan Lake and boasts stunning views of the surrounding mountains. The Fernan Lake Village was an approved plat taken to the Coeur d'Alene City Council in 1955, asking that the area be annexed to the city. The city did not approve. Finally, in 1957, after several homes were built in the Fernan Lake Village area, 32 residents petitioned the Board of County Commissioners for incorporation. The order creating Fernan Lake Village by the Commissioners was signed on July 15, 1957. Fernan Lake is 932 acres. Very few people live on the lake, but it's a hidden gem for the locals. They enjoy fishing, paddleboarding, and even water skiing. Along the northwest end of the lake, there is a small community of homes called Fernan Lake Village, and just north is Fernan Hill. Okay, welcome back. We are heading north now from Fernan Lake and heading to Dalton Gardens. And as you can see on the map here, I've got the technical boundaries pulled up for Dalton Gardens. You got kind of the northern boundaries, Prairie, and then you got Hayden Lake to the north. We were just down here at Fernan Lake, Coeur d'Alene downtown right here. And easy access here to 95 to get to your daily commute, wherever you might be heading. Dalton Gardens is kind of a bedroom community of Coeur d'Alene, as we discussed, and is kind of known for its larger lots, 1 to 3 acre type lots, spread out throughout here. You have some distance from your neighbors, lots of shops on these lots, bigger homes, kind of have that farm-like, away from city life feel to it, yet you're still close to town, is why Dalton Gardens has got so popular. The other nice thing is it's proximate to Canfield Mountain, which is a great place to recreate, to hike, mountain bike, ride your bikes and walk your dog, everything all here on this access point all along here. You've got some homes that butt right up to Canfield Mountain as well that are definitely something to consider if you're looking in this neighborhood for homes. As far as shopping and things in Dalton Gardens, again, really close. You're really close to all your shopping here along 95. You got Walmart, Target, Black Sheep, Costco down here, North 40 Outfitters, and then Fred Meyer as well. Texas Roadhouse, Red Lobster. So again, all within like 5 minutes of Dalton Gardens. You've got the other second high school here, Coeur d'Alene High School, home of the Vikings, which is just south of actually the technical boundary there of Dalton Gardens. And then Canfield Middle School too as well. That's pretty popular if you're looking into schools. Other things to consider is we've got a private airport here, the Coeur d'Alene Airport, Pappy Boyington Field, super close up here if you've got access to private planes. If not, here's that 45-minute commute to the Spokane International Airport. So that's about it for Dalton Gardens. We'll hop in the car. We're going to take you down some of these streets so you can see some of the acreage and homes and styles of homes. Pretty good mix. You got older homes, brand new homes, but most of them are going to be on those larger lots if you're looking for some space. Dalton Gardens is a very small city located in the state of Idaho. With a population of 2,556 people and just one neighborhood, Dalton Gardens is the 69th largest community in Idaho. Dalton Gardens' home prices are not only among the most expensive in Idaho, but Dalton Gardens real estate also consistently ranks among the most expensive in America. Occupations and workforce. Unlike some cities where white-collar or blue-collar occupations dominate the local economy, Dalton Gardens is neither predominantly one or the other. Instead, it has a mixed workforce of both white and blue-collar jobs. Overall, Dalton Gardens is a city of sales and office workers, professionals, and managers. There are especially a lot of people living in the Dalton Garden area who work in management occupations, office and administrative support, and sales jobs. Because of many things, Dalton Garden is a very good place for families to consider. With an inviolable combination of good schools, low crime, college-educated neighbors who tend to support education because of their own experience, and a high rate of home ownership in predominantly single-family properties, Dalton Gardens really has some of the features that families look for when choosing a good community to raise children. Is Dalton Gardens perfect? Of course not, and if you like frenetic nightlife, it will be far from your cup of tea. But overall, this is a solid community with many things to recommend. It is a family-friendly place to live. Being a small city, Dalton Gardens does not have a public transit system used by locals to get to and from work. Okay, hope you enjoyed Dalton Gardens. We are going to head from Dalton Gardens now. Going to hop on I-90 as we cruise around I-90 towards Wolf Lodge exit. We're going to take 97, and that will basically take you all the way around the kind of the midsection of the lake here where Gozzer Ranch is, and that's our next neighborhood we wanted to feature. Commute-wise, definitely over an hour, probably hour 15 minutes. It gets a little windy coming around the lake here, but a lot of the people that own property as just kind of summer homes, secondary homes, vacation homes in the Goza Ranch neighborhood. One of the nice things in Coeur d'Alene is we don't have any shortage of golf courses, but we do have 3 top tier level type courses. Of course, the one at Goza Ranch, which we're featuring here. And then you got the Coeur d'Alene Resort golf course with the floating green just over here. And then as you head farther south on the lake, you've got the golf club at Black Rock, member only as well, that has got some great real estate as well that we'll feature on a different video. As far as Gozzer Ranch, it's a Tom Fazio Design Championship course. And kind of the theme around Gozzer Ranch is kind of natural landscapes, so you kind of feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness, but yet there's a golf course that feeds in between all the homes. It's just a nicely laid out course with the housing that's offered there as well, and a good mix. It's a gated community, 700-acre community. Give you a size how big it is. It's a private golf course community there. There is a private beach as well down on Coeur d'Alene Lake that members have access to. A great spot for 4th of July if you want to take advantage of the lake, and they've got a nice restaurant down there to access as well for the Gozzer community. There is a high-end condo complex here as well that prices ranging from 4 to 10 million on some of the condo projects and houses. I think the average is right around 6 for most of the homes that are available, 6 million in Goza Ranch. Like I said, most of the homes are home vacation homes, secondary homes for people. So if you've got the money looking for that second home, definitely an area you want to check out. It's really beautiful, got lots of views of Coeur d'Alene Lake from a lot of the properties as you wander around here in Goza Ranch. Stick around for a bit because we're gonna show you around. Like I said, give you a feel for some of the homes on the course. We're gonna take you down here to the condos that are right on the waterfront, and pretty large condos. And then we'll show you the kind of clubhouse as well. And then you've got the beach house and private marina, the Gozzer Ranch. It's a full service marina to store your boat and take care of those needs during the summer. But really good about taking care of their members in here at Gozzer Ranch. So we're gonna do the tour right now. Gozzer Ranch. Gozzer Ranch is one of the most luxurious golf course communities in North Idaho. It's located on the shores of Lake Coeur d'Alene and offers residents beautiful views, a world-class golf course, and plenty of space to breathe. The community features a range of luxury homes from cabins and cottages to sprawling estates. And with its proximity to Coeur d'Alene, residents can enjoy all the amenities of the city while enjoying the peace and quiet of the country. If you're looking for a luxurious golf course community to call home, Gozzer Ranch is hard to beat. Most homes at Gozzer Ranch have lake views, and while you might be tempted to sit back and relax, you'll also have a front row seat for the best sunsets in Coeur d'Alene. Best of all, if you're looking for a quiet place to walk or hike, Gozzer Ranch is the place for you. The homes vary in style and size, but all were designed to make the most of Lake Coeur d'Alene as a backdrop. You'll even find spectacular waterfront condos at the Lakeshore Lodge at Goza Ranch. A highly secured building, private elevator, fitness studio, private boat dock, and concierge services. There's nothing like Gozzer Ranch, and technically Gozzer Ranch is not in Coeur d'Alene, and that's why I have it as a bonus to the best neighborhoods. It's actually located on Harrison, a small town on the east side of Lake Coeur d'Alene. Okay, welcome back, guys. We're on our last stop here on our 8 Trendy Neighborhoods tour, and our last stop is Sanders Beach in Coeur d'Alene, downtown Coeur d'Alene, that we wanted to go over on why it made the trendy list. But essentially the boundaries here, I can outline for you. You've got McEwen Park to the east, and then you come all the way down to the lake is your southern border, and then the course on the golf course on the east side, and everything south here on Sherman Avenue is kind of that Sanders Beach area. You really get a mix of homes, just like most of Coeur d'Alene, but you get some pretty big high-end expensive homes as you get closer to the waterfront, as you'll see on our neighborhood drive. But get a lot of requests for this area. Don't see a ton of real estate come available in here, but when it does, usually goes quick. Common area for people to try the Airbnb, VRBO setup, since you get a lot of the tourists coming in during the summers and taking advantage of all the activities down there. So if you've got a property down there that if you're looking to VRBO, good spot to consider for that market. Again, one of the reasons like the Sanders Beach area is its access. And one of the nice features is McEwen Park, which we went over in the Coeur d'Alene vlog video, but you kind of see you've got a great dog area here, dog park, basketball courts, got the Coeur d'Alene Public Library here. You've got kind of a event concert arena here to take advantage of concerts in the summer. Access to Tubbs Hill, then you got, of course, the Coeur d'Alene boat launch right here and the Coeur d'Alene Resort. So everything's super close to Sanders Beach. Sanders Beach has its own private area. You can buy a dock down there as well. Private marina to keep your boat and everything close if you are lucky enough to have some property in Sanders Beach area. As I said, you get a lot of VRBO, Airbnb stuff going on in this part of town, and Coeur d'Alene's cracking down on it. City of Coeur d'Alene, they want to make sure that people that are adding those buildings or converting them are permitted and allowed. And so you'll definitely want to investigate and vet that before making a purchase on anything in there, and we can help you check out those boxes as we research that and make sure you're getting what you think you are for your investment plans if you're looking at Sanders Beach. Lastly, again, close to the Coeur d'Alene Resort here, they've got a higher end condo complex here. If you're looking to spend some more money on a high-end condo, definitely a spot you want to check out down here close to the course. Sanders Beach. Sanders Beach neighborhood is located on the south side of downtown Coeur d'Alene. It's located east of Tubbs Hill and south of Sherman Avenue. Sanders Beach and Fort Grounds sandwich the downtown Coeur d'Alene area. The beach itself is one of the most beautiful and popular beaches in Coeur d'Alene for locals. A huge benefit of Sanders Beach is the great location. It's next to the water, next to Tubbs Hill, walking distance to the downtown stores, coffee shops, and restaurants. Real estate in Sanders Beach consists of a mix of 100-year-old beach cottages, craftsman-style homes, old-school mansions, and modern luxury homes. There are waterfront properties and upscale condos as well. Home prices in Sanders Beach are going to be in the millions. What's nearby and things to do in Sanders Beach neighborhood? Everything in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Some of the hot spots: Crafted Tap House, His Kitchen, Rogers Ice Cream and Burgers, Harvest Foods, Coeur d'Alene Public Library, and the McEwen Park and Dog Park, and of course, the Coeur d'Alene Resort. Again, thanks for sticking around at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, we'd love to help you, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, set up a Zoom appointment so we can meet face-to-face, help you make that plan to move to the Northwest here. So thanks again. Please leave any comments in the video there at the bottom if you found the video helpful. Thanks again.